Welcome back to Anderson Smoke Show, home of the precision engineered barbecue. Today we are here with the new Camp Chef SmokePro SG30, and we're going to give you the first impressions, an overview and an analysis of this new 30-inch pellet grill offered by Camp Chef. If you're new here, my name is Andrew and I'm an engineer, and everything that you see here is going to be technical and thorough from start to finish. So if you're interested in stuff like that, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for notifications. Now let's get diving in to this SmokePro SG30. So Camp Chef sent me this all new SmokePro SG30 Wi-Fi. This is their only grill at the moment, offering in a 30-inch wide grill space. Truthfully, I like it. I've spent the last year working on a 24-inch model, and this upgrade, just that extra 6 inches of space, gives me a lot of freedom when it comes time to cooking. So today, we're gonna dive into some of the features of this grill in case you're unaware of what the SmokePro SGs have to offer. So let's get into it. So one of the most important features of a pellet grill is the controller. And on these new Camp Chef SG grills, we've got the Gen 2 Wi-Fi controllers. These are PID controllers. That means it's got proportional, integral, and derivative control. Now, to most of you, that means absolutely nothing. But so that you can understand what that means, it's like having cruise control for your grill. And that's what it uses to keep the temperature fluctuations in check. Obviously, you're going to have some, especially if you're opening your grill lid to check on the food, or it also depends on the climate that you're cooking in. But these new PID controllers do a great job at managing the heat. While we're over here, one of my favorite features of this grill is the bottle opener. It doesn't matter what kind of beer I've got, I always know that when I'm grilling, I can open the bottle. In line with all of the other SmokePro SG line of grills, this has a 22-pound hopper. And I did a cook yesterday. I had 20 pounds of pellets in there, and it lasted about 13 hours before I would have had to add anything. And truthfully, that's pretty good. So with all of my pellet grills, I get questions on the dimensions all the time, especially inside of the cabinet. So let's take a look. Now, this is the SG30, so that means it's a 30-inch chamber. So I brought my tape measure. Let's actually see how big it is. Now, the 30 inches is referring to the actual width, but that isn't the cooking surface. So if I take a look with my tape measure here, our actual cooking surface is 28 inches by 19 inches. Pretty good sized space. And while we're in here, we might as well take a look at the top shelf. So we are at 16.5 inches by 27 inches. Now, when it comes to this cooking surface with the upper and lower rack, one thing that I like about this grill is being able to configure these upper racks. Right now, as you see, we have it as the full rack. But sometimes you're cooking something larger, pork butts, beer can chickens, things like that, and you need to configure these shelves a little differently. So what's nice is you can actually stack them like this and leave half the width is like a warming rack. Or if you don't need the shelves at all and you need a lot of space, like today I'm cooking beer can chickens, I'm gonna take these out completely. And it opens up that grill space and I could put anything in there that I need. One of the features that make it unique amongst competition is the slide and grill technology. So any of the pellet grills that have the SG inside of the model number or name have that slide and grill feature, that along with the Woodwind Wi-Fi. So slide and grill, you've got a knob over here towards your controller. You just pull that out like so. So slide and grill technology controls the direct or indirect heat. So as you can see now, we've got the knob pulled all the way out. We're at direct heat. So we're gonna get the flame right up on that drip pan. We're gonna get the highest temperatures that way. If I push the knob in, that is indirect heat. That's gonna distribute the heat more amongst the grill and no direct flame kiss per se. Another thing that draws a lot of customers to Camp Chef is the ability to customize it based off of your needs. So right now I have it in its most basic setup, and that's with the side shelf. This is how they come from the factory, is with this side shelf. Now there are 5 screws that hold this in place, and you can replace it with a sidekick attachment, which allows you to put a griddle, a pizza oven, a barbecue box, Or you could replace it with the sear box, which is made specifically for searing applications. On my SG30, I don't have any of those accessories right now. This is in its basic configuration, but I've spent the last year with the sidekick attachment on my 24-inch, and I absolutely love it. I love using that cast iron griddle for searing steaks, vegetables, whatever the case may be. And I think I'm gonna upgrade to maybe the sear box on this one. Another feature of this is their patent pending ash cleanout system. All you do is pull this lever out here, and there is an ash cup underneath that you twist and pull off. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. What does this look like in comparison to the 24-inch model? So give me a second here, let me wheel that in, and we're gonna put them side by side so that you can see yourself. I've got the SG24 and the SG30 lined up directly in line with one another so that you can see the difference in space. And truthfully, that 6 inches makes a world of difference. And it looks like it from out here, but when you are cooking and you have that extra space for more ribs, more chicken, more burgers, whatever the case may be, you'll really appreciate it. This SG30 is an $800 pellet grill. When you compare that to the SG24, it comes in at $700. So for $100 more, you get that extra space, and I will tell you right now, it is absolutely worth it. Now, we talked dimensions on the SG30, the cooking surface. We should probably do the same on the 24, just so that you can get a numbers to numbers comparison. Now, I know we talked on the 30-inch, it was 19.5 by 28 inches on that lower cooking surface. Let's check the 24-inch model and see what it is on this. And just for comparison purposes, it is 24-inch chamber, so we know that the cooking surface will be slightly smaller. We've got 22 inches by 19.5. So depth-wise, it's exactly the same. Width-wise, it's exactly 6 inches different. So they do market it pretty well. It's pretty self-explanatory there. So I've gotten a lot of questions on the height. You know, people want to know the clearance and what they're able to do. Let's take a look. At the absolute least, we're looking 5 inches. And at the absolute most, we're looking at just a little over 11.5 inches. Now, I don't know what you guys are cooking, but I don't have anything that's more than 11 inches tall, so that's never gonna be an issue for me. And just in case you're wondering about clearance when we've got that upper shelf in, we've got 5.5 inches of clearance in between the lower rack and the upper rack in the uppermost position. So that's pretty much the overview of the Camp Chef SmokePro SG30. And I'm gonna tell you why I like this. It's bigger. I could do 6 racks of ribs or more easily in this. I could do 6 pork shoulders in here or more easily. I can cook for a crowd in this. When it comes to the 24-inch, you can cook a lot of food, but you don't get the flexibility that you do on the 30. That's why that fits my needs much better than the 24-inch. You know, yesterday I spent 12, 13 hours cooking a pork shoulder. I ran my ThermalWorks Signals, which is a high-end multi-channel thermometer. I had my air probe in there so I can monitor the temperature within the grill, and I'm gonna tell you what, I had it set to 235 degrees and it was plus or minus 5 degrees the entire time. It ran so smooth for 12 to 13 hours. It was absolutely perfect. If you plan on doing any overnight cooks like pork shoulders or briskets, some long cooks that you want to start early like that, I have no doubt in my mind that this Camp Chef will perform absolutely on point while you go in and you take your nap, you know, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning between spritzes. When you get a Camp Chef, expect quality. These things are heavy. The lid's heavy. It holds up well. Now, granted, I keep mine in the garage, but I have not had one issue with any of my Camp Chef grills. And between my family, we've got 5 of them. So I know what to expect when the name Camp Chef is on a grill, and you should too. And if you like the content today and you like the technical overview of things, that's what we do. Whether it's unboxing and assembly, whether it's reviews, or whether we're smoking meat, that's what you can expect. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time at Anderson Smoke Show.